Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a plan with me for January 9th to the 15th. And this week I will be using a printable kit from Pinkplannershop. I'll have their shop linked down below, but essentially it is a shop where you can purchase the kit, print and cut it yourself, and then go ahead and use it. This is the kit that's called Frozen Woods, which is art by Kiddish Jess, and who's like my all-time fave. And I paired this kit with the winter bundle that is from Plannahannah shop, and it's a collab that she did with Scribble Prints Co. So, um, yeah, I don't know what I just came up this stairs, so I'm a little winded, but it's okay. Anyways, so this is a very, very wintry kit. I believe this original art was for whatchamacallit, that show, that Lord of the Rings show that came out. And then this is her winter version. And then I think also Kitnish just also drew or is going to draw spring and summer versions of this. So that will be exciting. I can't wait to pick up if when it does or if it does. So essentially in the corner I did the double boxes there. I saw someone do it on Instagram and I liked it because usually I put my double box like on the second page somewhere on the weekend part. So I thought that was nice. So I did that. And then I used this beautiful fashion girl that's like from behind, and I really like that. Um, it's pretty similar to the postcard or journaling card that I have in the pocket of my actual like rings planner. And but the one had gray hair, so I had a hard time picking between the two. But I essentially ended up going with the fashion girl with the black hair. As you can see, I'm placing down the underlays that are from the kit from Plannahannah, and they are snowflakes with like hand drawn style stars. And I picked I think this is just regular silver. I also picked this kit or this foil bundle in matte silver, but for this kit I just used the regular silver. And then I also paired it with the one of the fonts of the month that Plannahannah offered as well, but you can't get it now since usually her fonts of the month are exclusive to whatever month she is selling it at. Um, so this week was pretty boring for most of the week. I think this was the week right before, yeah, the weekend before Lunar New Year. So next week spreads very the opposite. This is very like muted and blue with like pops of purple. And then next week will be Lunar New Year, which is super bright. But nonetheless, I think this spread turned out very cute, and I liked how it turned out. Um, as you can, or as you had saw, I did put an extender for Sunday because that's when I had fun guests at my house, and we did a lot of things, so I put an extender. And it's another reason to use one of the boxes that is included since there were so many boxes that I wanted to use because the artwork was just so good. So, going on to Monday, I'll go ahead and start talking about my day by day. I realized that last week I thought I could talk, or I thought I didn't have a lot to say. And then by the time the end of the video happened, I kind of ran out of video and I was still talking. So I'll just go ahead and start. On Monday, I marked Coffee Monday and that I had worked, and I marked it with a Wonton in a Million meeting sticker since at work we had a staff meeting. Went to Target and then I cleaned. Most of the scripts that I used are either from the foil bundle or, like I said, one of the fonts of the month from Plannahannah. I organized my pantry that day. I got really into like those TikToks of like restocking. And so I really wanted to get like clear bins and put them or put like my pantry goods in them. And then I think I also was watching, what's that organizing? It's that organizing show on Netflix where it's like they like to put things in rainbow order. I also FaceTime my parents that day, and then I started reading. The only bad thing about using scripts is I don't actually mark what I read that day, but it is in my journal, so I can't tell you which one I read, but I read a book. Oh, I know what it is. This is the book I read, You Deserve, I think it's called You Deserve Each Other. Me and my friend started a book club together, and that was the book that we chose. So I started reading that. On Tuesday, had coffee, went to work, and then I went grocery shopping. After grocery shopping, I made some dinner, and then I made the decision to sign up for Book of the Month Club. I think I used my friend's referral link that since she was the one that texted me, but I don't know if she got a credit for it or not. And then I got Happy Mail. So basically, the Book of the Month Club, I'm sure you've heard already, is a subscription box to where you can pick a book, and basically it's pre-picked books that the company has, and then from there you can pick one of them, and then they'll send it to you. And then if you don't like any of their picks that month, you could just skip that month and then wait for the next month. So I actually have had two books that I've gotten from Book of the Month. I haven't read them yet. I just basically after I read this book for Of You Deserve Each Other, I was kind of in a reading slump, and I didn't read anything else in January until like the last week, but we could always talk about that in that future spread. On Wednesday, I went to work again, and I basically marked work with once more with love teacher stickers since I am a teacher. I marked that it was essentially Wednesday was a lazy day, so I used a big full box to mark that I was binge watching. I ended up having a late coffee that day, and then which is pretty rare for me because usually if I have caffeine anytime in the afternoon, I have a hard time sleeping. So um, I decided to mark that since I don't usually drink coffee that late in the day. I did some journaling, and then I pulled some stickers. I think I journaled about the book that I had read. So in my Hobonichi cousin, if the day that I finish a book, I'll print out a picture of the cover and then write the synopsis of the story, and then I'll rate it from three or from one to five. And I think I initially rated this book 5 stars on my Goodreads, but since then knocked it to a four. I haven't read a lot of, or I haven't been really into reading, so I don't really have a lot of like books that I've read and I remember really liking. So now, as I'm continuing to read more books, my ratings are fluctuating up and down, which is not a bad thing, but I've been enjoying reading, so that's always good. Feel like reading is such a good habit to have along, but the bad part of reading is I also like buying the books, and I feel like I like buying books more than I'm reading it, so I'm trying to read all the books that I have before I buy any more. Thursday, I had work again, and I actually ended up working for half a day. Um, so that was great. And then the next day, I didn't go to work too. So basically, I had just like a fun, long weekend since starting Thursday. I did some filming. I'm pretty sure I filmed some more base spreads because I was trying to catch up on my Instagram. If you don't know, I have my Instagram linked down below, and my Instagram is a lot more update than the this YouTube channel is as far as like me posting about my spreads. And I'm a little bit more consistent posting on my Instagram if you're interested in seeing the spread before I make the plan with me. I did go to the eye doctor. I don't know if my eye was twitching because I hadn't been sleeping or what, but I wanted to make sure that my eyes were doing okay. And I thought that maybe my eyes were twitching because like the vision was getting weaker, so I thought my eye was getting more tired. But so luckily I did go to the eye doctor and I had to go to a new one because my old eye doctor is no longer at the Costco that I go to. So I went to the is it an optometrist? The eye doctor that's at my local Target, and that's also my husband's eye doctor. And I really like him. He was super nice. So now I guess I have a new eye doctor again. But essentially, my eye's okay. My vision is like in a weird in between stage. He's basically told me that with where the grades of my contacts are right now, I'm seeing better than 2020, which I didn't know was a thing. But yeah, so everything's okay, no problem with my eyes. And since I was in Target, I did a little bit of shopping at Target, and then we also went to Costco that day. I don't remember what the need to go to Costco was, but we went to Costco. And then around like 7:30 that night, our internet went down and it didn't come back up for like the rest of the night. So that was kind of annoying. And so I marked that in my planner with a little angry emoji face. And then Friday, I didn't have any work, or I didn't go into work, but I did finish up some work since there was some ratings for my observations of my students that were due that day. So I worked on that from home and finished and completed that. And then I also decided to make some labels for my brother that he had asked for. And so I print and cut those. But before I did, I kind of texted him, making sure, like, okay, is this the shape that you like? Is this the size you like? Because he gave me the dimensions of the bags that he'll be placing them on. So I did that. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than I had anticipated. I really thought it was going to be an all day thing since he asked for like 300 to 400, 500 labels. I ended up making a little bit less than 400, but it was okay. It worked out. I kind of just printed them all. I think I printed about like 30 pages and then I just kind of let it sit and then I cut it. And I really thought cutting was going to take hours, but it was very, very quick. But luckily, it was a very simple, like, shape. So the Cricut cut the circles super fast. I did take a nap that day. I like marking naps because I don't really like taking naps. As a kid, I never liked taking naps. So I always mark it when that happens because that's when I know I'm like really tired. So it's fun to see, like going back to other past spreads to see if, like what day I was super tired and actually took a nap. And then I did get happy mail from one of my planner besties, Cassidy, and it came in that day. And I uploaded a YouTube video. I think this was the first, I'm pretty sure that was the day that I uploaded my first plan with me of 2023. So that was excited. And then I cleaned because I knew that my cousins were going to come on Sunday. So on the 14th and then Saturday the 14th, I refilled my script reusable box, my script reusable album, and I recorded that. It was kind of like a little time lapse, posted that on my Instagram, and then eventually I posted it on here on YouTube just to try out like the little shorts feature that we have. I did watch, I don't remember what I watched, but I watched, and then we ordered some burritos, and I finally put down our Christmas tree on this day since my cousins were coming over, so I wanted to really tidy up the house, have it ready for guests, and then that night I was so excited that they were coming that I ended up like not sleeping. I don't know if it's because I had caffeine. I don't remember having caffeine that day, but I was very excited. I think I went to sleep like at 3:30, and then ended up waking up early because my cousin texted me around 6 saying, "Oh, we're on our way." So then I really got excited. So I actually ended up deciding to get out of bed, having some coffee, marking that my cousins were here, um, which was super exciting. And then while we were here, we were kind of deciding, okay, what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to eat? Things like that. And usually that's usually the thing you want to think of is, okay, where do you want to bring your guests to eat? Since we grew up in a small town, there's not really a lot of options. So I knew I'm like, okay, what do you guys want to eat that's not from home? So we decided to go to Din Tai Fung at the local mall, and I sent them to the like I sent my cousins and my husband to the mall first, so that way they could go sign up for the wait list. I was figuring because when we were calling, they said the wait list was like maybe 40 minutes at the time. So I was like, okay, you guys should go because I needed to wait for my coworker that needed me to sign some papers for her class. And then we got into Din Tai Fung, and it was amazing as usual. I love dim sum, so I really like Din Tai Fung. And then I ended up there at our mall. There is a Casetify retail store, so I went in there and I ordered a custom case. I put a picture from our my wedding on there. It was from when we did our, what is it called? The sparkler exit. So I got a case for that. It's super cute. But the only thing is I can't put my pop socket if I want people to look at it. But I'll take it off when, I want to show people. And then we spent the rest of the night playing board games. We ended up playing Catan, the Settlers of Catan. If you haven't heard that, you can buy it at Target, but it's very fun. It can get pretty competitive depending on like who's playing. So we spent the night playing that, and then we ordered some banchan for dinner. And if you don't know what banchan is, it is Korean fried chicken. I believe it's Korean fried chicken, and that's what we had for dinner. And then that is basically what it is. Nothing really happened until like the end of the week, which usually is always the case because I can't really do much when I'm at work, or if I'm working throughout the week, and I work every day, Monday to Friday, at the same exact time. So usually everything gets jam packed in the weekend. And then I think that's pretty much it. Darn. I thought I was going to talk more this time, but I'm not. So I guess I will spend or put music for the rest of the video, and you guys can see me finish off the spread. And if you want to see more spreads, feel free to check out my Instagram, like I mentioned below, and follow me there. So I'm going to go ahead and put some music, and thank you for watching. Bye for now, I guess.